What is the most precious value in all human life? I would like to ask, and not just anyone, but everyone, all of humanity, what is the most precious, the most important, the greatest, the most desired, the very thing a person longs to have? What is the highest value? People rarely think about this. It seems they talk about it, but they don't truly think. Yet in reality, this is an extremely important question. There is nothing higher in human life, nothing higher than what we call true, sincere, genuine love. Everyone seeks happiness, but there can be no happiness where there is no love. They say, in a hut, it feels like home, but in a palace, like a funeral. There is no higher value, none at all, than love. Of course, we must clarify. We are not talking about infatuation, when I'm in love now and in an hour I hate you. As one person said very well, it is disguised egoism. I love you as long as you love me. If you don't love me, I don't love you. That is not what we're talking about. We are speaking about a state of the soul in which I wish good to everyone. I do not want evil for anyone, and as far as possible, I try never to do evil myself. This desire for good, this readiness to help a person who suffers or is in need, to help anyone. What a blessing it is when a person has such an inner disposition. I say disposition. This is the beginning. And it turns out that with the right attitude toward one's conscience and toward living according to the gospel, the soul begins to feel this love more and more. Love for the world around us and for every person, do you hear? For every person. By the way, our people have always been known for this amazing ability. Look at us. People come here from everywhere. We accept everyone, but they don't accept us as readily. Why? Do you hear what kind of nature we have here? We have a remarkable nature. We are ready to welcome. And please, take any position, any role. Everything is possible. Do you hear? That's our nature. Can this be developed within oneself? And how? Only in one way. When we truly live correctly, a proper life, according to the gospel commandments. What is the main commandment? Do not do to others what you do not want for yourself, at the very least. On the contrary, do good to others, and good will come to you as well. That is what this is about. This is a great thing. Therefore, when we speak about a person who ends up at war, who is wounded, or even dies, you know, in essence, this death is perceived in the church. We don't speak about it fully, but the very idea of Christian teaching is this. A soldier who dies is likened to a martyr for Christ, because there is no greater love than to lay down one's soul, one's life, for one's friends. At war, a person fulfilling this duty, yes, we all do something, each in our own place. I don't know where I will die. Under a car somewhere on Prospect Mira, or from a bullet somewhere. But there, if you end up in war, it is different. There you are truly like a martyr, or, if you like an ascetic who went into the desert. Because there you go knowing perfectly well that at any moment, that's it, death, and you go toward death. Why? I am fulfilling my duty, I am acting according to my conscience, and I understand that all of this is necessary, that state life is impossible without it. And if I do this for God, then I am, once again, likened to a martyr for Christ. And why did I begin speaking about love? Because there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. And love is shown not in words, but in deeds. As Christ said, "The one who loves me is the one who keeps my commandments, not the one who shouts, 'I love you.'" Peter once said, "Lord, I am ready to die for you, to go to prison, to die," and immediately denied him 3 times. Do you remember this in the gospel? The one who loves me is the one who keeps my commandments. And here as well, this duty, a person is wounded or even dies, but by fulfilling this duty, he bears witness to the true inner love that exists in his soul. I say, this is a blessing for a person. Do you hear what I said? A frightening thing, it seems. A blessing for a person that he died there. You will die anyway. All people will die. But how? One thing is to die as a hero, another to die as a traitor. Isn't that true? One thing is to be hit by a car, another to throw yourself, like that officer who covered another person with his own body. Oh, what are you saying? Honor and glory. What glory? Eternal glory. We believe that eternity is open to a person, not just this time, lived a little and died, like steam over the earth. Eternity is open. Once again, I repeat the words of the martyr Thevertios, who said, "What is earthly life? It seems to exist, and then it's gone. Eternal life? It seems not to exist, but in reality, that is what truly exists. It exists because it will always be and cannot be taken away. And it is a great blessing for the person who, of course, will enter this eternal life. But how? He will enter with glory, not with shame."